Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we're talking about your January 2026 teasers for your favorite Starlife series. A lot of new twists are coming up this month, and honestly, the drama is already looking serious. You definitely don't want to miss what's coming in January. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so, and let's get straight into the teasers for this month.
January 1st, 2026, Jhanak consecrates a sacred stone, claiming it represents her Kuladevata. Her sincere puja draws the attention of neighboring women, who join in. January 2nd, 2026, Rishi is shocked when his family faints after becoming overly ecstatic from eating Jhanak's prasad. Meanwhile, Aditi confronts Ashi for belittling Rishi. January 3rd, 2026, Aditi apologizes on Ashi's behalf, while Rishi begins doubting Ashi's feelings. Elsewhere, Jhanak learns unsettling news about Parasha in the press. January 4th, 2026, Rishi opposes Jhanak visiting Aditi's house, but the family insists. Tension rises as Ashi humiliates Anjana and Rumi, prompting Aditi to consider cancelling the function. January 5th, 2026, as Aditi's Ashwad ceremony begins, Jhanak grows anxious watching the rituals. Later, she decides to search for her father and leaves in hope of finding him. January 6th, 2026, Jhanak reaches Rishi's station after naming him to the police, angering him. Elsewhere, Anirudh becomes tense upon learning she went out looking for her father. January 7th, 2026, Jhanak admits to Rishi's family that she had gone out in search of her father. They instruct her to look after the house while they head out. January 8th, 2026, haunted by memories of Nutan, Anirudh shares his feelings with Anjana. Later, he tenderly asks Jhanak about her parents, leaving her emotional. January 9th, 2026, a discussion regarding Rishi's nuptial feast makes Jhanak uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Anirudh and Ashi argue over whether to invite Rumi's in-laws to the wedding. January 10th, 2026, a heated argument erupts between Jhanak and Rishi's uncle when she insists on leaving. Rishi fumes and warns her to stay away from his wedding preparations. January 11th, 2026, Aditi calls Rishi and questions his feelings for her. Rishi becomes anxious, fearing she might have discovered the truth about his marriage. January 12th, 2026, determined to rise above her underprivileged background, Jhanak pursues her dream of becoming a dancer. However, a man she once rejected returns seeking revenge. January 13th, 2026, Aditi and Rishi's family gather to celebrate the Haldi ceremony. Meanwhile, Nutan sets out with Parasha to look for Jhanak. January 14th, 2026, Rishi loses his temper and sternly warns Jhanak. At the same time, Parasha arrives in Kolkata with Nutan. January 15th, 2026, Rishi's family receives a warm welcome from Aditi's side. As Ashi conducts the rituals, Jhanak silently watches Rishi with quiet admiration. January 16th, 2026, Aditi discovers the truth about Rishi and Janak's marriage and is shaken. She locks herself in her room and demands to see Jhanak before proceeding to the mandap. January 17th, 2026, Aditi questions full about her relationship with Rishi and shows her a wedding photo. Rishi panics, wondering if Aditi knows the full truth. January 18th, 2026, Aditi shocks everyone by demanding that Jhanak dress as a bride and marry Rishi. Anirudh and the family grow tense as Aditi refuses to open her door. January 19, 2026. A stunned audience watches as Aditi brings Jhanak dressed as a bride. She then announces the cancellation of her wedding to Rishi. January 20, 2026. Ashi demands an explanation for the cancelled wedding. Aditi reveals Rishi and Jhanak's wedding photos, exposing the truth. January 21, 2026. Jhanak assures Aditi that neither she nor Rishi considers their forced marriage meaningful. Aditi later confronts Rishi about hiding his marriage from her. January 22, 2026. Kotan urges Aditi to reconsider cancelling the wedding. Rishi pleads with her for a chance to explain why he concealed the truth. January 24, 2026. Aditi refuses to give Rishi another chance and cuts off communication. Later, Jhanak expresses her gratitude to Anirudh. January 25, 2026. Rishi's family questions him about his marriage to Jhanak, leading to a divide in the household. Feeling overwhelmed, Jhanak decides she will return to her village. January 26, 2026. Old memories surface as Anirudh spots Parasha while dropping Jhanak off. Jhanak feels guilty for lying to Parasha about her marriage. January 27, 2026. Parasha becomes suspicious as Jhanak continues pretending to be happily married. Meanwhile, Aditi's friends try to comfort her. January 28, 2026. Nutan feels reassured when Jhanak claims she is happy in her marriage, unaware of the truth. Meanwhile, Aditi's friend contacts Rishi with a plan to reunite him with her. January 29, 2026. Nutan and the villagers rejoice as Jhanak speaks warmly of Rishi's family. Rishi apologizes to Aditi for hiding the truth and asks for a chance to fix everything. January 30, 2026. Janak's fever worsens as she silently prays for Aditi and Rishi to reconcile. Meanwhile, Rishi blames Jhanak for the chaos in his life. January 31, 2026. Janak's fever and murmuring spark doubts about her supposed marriage. Dadabai grows worried, but Rishi insists her name must not be mentioned near Aditi.